Right. Is it time?
It's time.
Hello again, Radio for All listeners. Thank you for joining. I'm Bethany Lake, and I'm joined in studio by my Gen Z darling, my tea-spilling maven, my so woke she never sleeps warrior, Amanda Waverly.
Oh, wow. I'm shook, but like in a good way. Thanks, Bethany. You're truly an inspiration. I hope I'm half the person you are when I'm 50.
I'm 38. But thanks, I guess. I suppose I understand what you were going for.
Girl, I did not mean to drag you. It's all the studio lighting. It hits different.
Thank you.
Of course. But I think that's enough time spent talking about us, fam. Let's get to the case.
Yes, let's. After all, this isn't some lifestyle podcast. This is American Fork. Our show this week is a big one. In case you didn't tune in last week, you should have. Some major tea was spilled.
Hell yeah. We should get a Lipton sponsorship for all this tea.
That's right. We found out Mitt lied about not knowing the owner of Tony's Pizzeria, Melinda Graham, the principal of American Fork High School and sister-in-law of Mayor Walter McCormick. Further, Melinda pays Mitt in cash under the table.
Which is super sus.
Right? So, logically, the next step was to talk to Mitt.
But finding him has been harder than we thought it would be. He straight ghosted us once the heat turned up. We've been looking for him forever.
And by we, she doesn't mean us. We sent out a far more qualified headhunter, a man with an eye on the prize and a nose in the news. Detective Robert Scoop is on the case. He's been attempting to track down Mitt for weeks.
We knew sending Scoop to loop after Mitt would promise results, and girl, it did.
Yes, listeners, we received a shocking video from Detective Scoop just this morning. We think you're really going to want to take a look.
Roll that ish, bish.
Oh,
I meant let's play the video.
Oh, okay. Hit it, Evan.
Hello there, everyone. It is I, the illustrious, indubitable, inimitable, insatiable, some may say insane, but I say enlightened, Detective Robert Scoop. And boy, oh boy, do I have a doozy of an update for everyone today. I've been searching for the elusive Mitt Pingle far and wide. He was nowhere to be found in American Fork, so I put my nose to the ground to sniff out the scent of justice. After much searching, a strong, pungent smell emanated from an unsurprising locale, the state of New Jersey. As devoted Forkians might recall, young Mitt did his mission work in Trenton, and that's where I find myself today. I've asked around and found out the LDS Church sponsors one local YMCA. Where else could he be? So, I'm outside said YMCA, waiting to see who walks out the door and into the blinding light of truth. By Jove, that's him! Mitt!
Huh? Oh, shit. Shoot.
Mitt, wait! We must talk! I do love the chase, though! It's been years! You're keeping me young, son!
Ow. Where did that pothole come from?
Thank God for the state's crumbling infrastructure. Mitt, it sure has been a long time. How are you?
Well, I could be doing better. How are you, detective?
Fabulous. Now that I've found you, Mitt, I've been looking far and wide, and I've got some questions for you.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you were here for something else.
Goodness, no. I haven't been here since Bon Jovi's Fine China went missing 15 years ago. Now that, my boy, was a case.
Sounds like it. So, What can I do for you?
Well, Mitt, we talked to Brighton at Tony's and discovered a few tidbits that really interested us. For instance, at one point, you claimed you had no idea who owned the pizzeria, yet Brighton assured us that you and the secretive owner go way back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And if we asked Principal Graham, would she say the same thing?
Uh-oh. You know Miss Graham is the owner, huh?
We sure do.
Ah, shit.
You mean shoot?
Not this time.
Yes, it is a time of reckoning. The pebbles of truth may hide under a rock of falsehood, but eventually the tides of justice reveal all.
You've such a way with words, Detective. It is truly an honor to have been caught by you.
My dear boy, you do not make this easy. But we must keep going. As I was saying, Brighton informed us that Melinda pays you directly. You two seem to be in cahoots of some sort. Am I correct?
I mean, I work for her.
But the work wasn't only pizza-related, was it? Why weren't you on the payroll?
Well, I don't have a bank account, so in cash is the only way I can get paid.
Why don't you have a bank account?
Oh, I opened one once. My routing number ended in 666. I took it as God's way of letting me know I should avoid banks like Satan.
That checks out. But it still doesn't explain why you would lie about knowing her. Mitt, what are you hiding? I don't think your morals are askew. You seem a nice lad, so what's going on? Because without more information, I'll be forced to assume the worst. And then the authorities get involved.
Look, I was just trying to help.
Help with what? What did you do?
It was Miss Graham. She made me.
Made you what? Break already, goddammit!
She said the money would fund a bunch of mission trips to spread the good word all over the world. I thought I was doing something positive. It wasn't until after it was over that I found out she was lying. Oh, no!
Oh, my. It's going to be okay. Just tell me what happened.
I can't. Please, just talk to Ms. Graham. Leave me here. I'll stay out of trouble. I promise. I just want to start a new life out here in beautiful New Jersey.
Dear God, if one is considering relocating here, they must truly be in a dark place. You've been a great help to us, son. We'll follow up with Melinda back in American Fork. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll never forget the first time I read Forks and Felons, How to Wine, Dine, and Find a Culinary Culprit. It was a masterpiece.
Mitt, you truly are a swell boy. Sometimes I wish you were my own son. Thank you again. Back to you, Bethany and Amanda.
That's it?
It sure sounded like an admission of guilt to me.
Yeah, but he didn't even tell Scoop what they did before they both started blubbering like Michael Jordan in that meme.
Well, it was something to do with money. Hello? Hello?
Excuse me, ladies. I hate to interrupt. Melinda Graham is outside. She says she has something she wants to confess. What should I tell her?
By all means, let's get her mic'd up and in the studio. Welcome, Principal Graham, or should I say, soon-to-be disgraced Principal Graham. I have to say, we were shocked when we heard you wanted to come in studio with us today.
For real, not a lot of people would cancel themselves, and not even on Twitter. Damn.
Well, after a somewhat hysterical call from Mitt, I figured it was time for me to come in and set the record straight myself.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I kind of thought you were going to ask me questions.
Oh, right. So, Principal Graham, could you please set the record straight for us?
Okay, well, as you have no doubt come to realize, I am the owner of Tony's Pizzeria, as well as several other local businesses and properties around town.
Duh.
Well, after a less than savvy investment, I recently found myself in a spot of financial trouble. A big spot of financial trouble. I knew the only way to get a bailout from the town was if they had a sudden windfall. So I arranged for Big Arza to be stolen so I could collect the insurance money.
I knew it.
Really? You did?
No, but I feel like someone always says that after a big reveal.
So, are the authorities going to come and take me away now, or...
Oh, right! Evan! Could you get the AFPD down here?
Sure thing, Bethany. So, since we've got some time to kill, Mel, tell me, on a scale of 1 to fierce, how well do you think you're going to pull off an orange jumpsuit?
Amanda, you're terrible. Do you think you'll pull it off, though?
Maybe I should wait in the lobby until the police get here. Wait! Wait, Missy, what are you doing here? I can't let you do this, Mindy! We talked about this. I have it under control. Your sister...
Your sister knows what she's doing, dear.
My sister isn't a criminal. My husband is.
Whoa! Don't you think criminal is a little bit strong?
Frankly, I don't think it's strong enough. You don't know what you're talking about, Missy. Let me do this.
Please listen to her, honey.
Go home.
Well, I just see.
No, I'm not gonna go home.
Well,
I'm not gonna go home. This is not gonna stand.
Come now, darling. Come on. Just calm down.
Like I said, exciting show today, folks. We'll be right back after a word from our donors.
Theme song.
Theme song.
Theme song.
Theme song. We've got to do the outro. No, we can't move on until we have the outro.
There we go.
That took months and months of audio engineering brilliance to create. Not 8 seconds.
We've tweaked it every week.
Nuanced.
Good
That's
job,
what I
everyone.
think of when I hear that. Nuanced.
Subtlety.
Great job. Yep.
That was a really good script today. I was.
Yeah, from 1 to fierce.
From 1 to fierce.
Really get him.
Oh, thank you
From
so
1 to
much.
fierce.
And it's an
Lots of good Amanda
invention.
lines. Lots of great detective scoop.
Yeah.
So of course,
He's considering
And
relocating
Mitt.
here.
Sweet poor dear Mitt.
yeah.
The
I always show up for the
sacrificial lamb.
best scripts. It's great.
So
They're all
Did you-
good.
did you guys have this planned all along?
Yeah,
from
this has
the-
been it for years now, even before we had the idea for American
Yeah.
Folk. Yeah.
This is actually true crime, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't
Based
even
on a
write
true
it.
story.
You're borrowing case files and transcriptions.
Okay, so how far did Mitt go? Like to all the way to New Jersey?
Yeah. Well, it was the only place that it seemed like in like writing Mitt, it was like, well, Mitt did his missions work in New Jersey, and knowing Mitt's character, this is probably the only other place he's been.
Yep, that makes total sense. And we have one more episode after this, right? We gotta tie things up.
But actually, we've been doing this for a year now because we took last month off. So we have been doing a year of American Fork on this show, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. 1 month.
Yay!
For 11 months now, we have one more episode, and so I think next 2 weeks from now, because we skipped a week of Soundbooth Theater Live, we have what's the other show? What's the other show?
Anti-Hero Chronicles
Anti-Hero Chronicles. We have a double episode of that.
by Joe DiProfio.
But do we need
yeah.
are we going to do a double episode for the last American Fork? or is this going to be just a single?
Yes.
Yes.
We've been planning a double episode for a very long time.
It was episode 11 was always supposed to end on a cliffhanger.
All right, cool. I'm really excited because I really like these characters. They're such morons. And
Lovable morons.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
yeah.
And it's just the best type of characters to play.
Well, you guys bring them to life.
Let's say you guys were crushing it. Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
feels like week over week. It's like don't even have to. It's like yeah, dude, they'll just do whatever they'll figure it out and kill it.
Yeah.
all.
I've been rehearsing Amanda for a long time. I was happy to finally pull it out today.
We cast
Yeah.
Harlan the same
Yeah.
time we figured out how episode 11 was going to go.
It was tough too. I had to come in. I had to come up for.
We're potty trained.
Yeah.
Like we learned how to use the toilet.
Yeah.
We cast Harlan. We came up with the idea. It all happened the same day.
I was there for most of it. It's
So
great.
much work.
He helped with the potty training quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm excited for the spin-off Canadian Spoon that I'm working on. It's going to be perfect. It's like yeah, a lot of maple syrup jokes, and that's kind of all I
Wait,
got so far.
Do you
They're
want
just
to
gonna
write
steal
that?
the world's largest
Yeah, let's do it.
maple syrup.
I'm
depository.
serious. Should
Give
we
me that.
write this?
I would
Should the
do
three
it.
of us write this? Yeah,
Let's do
I would
it.
do that.
Canadian
Let's do
Spoon.
it. Yeah.
Is there an actual town called Canadian Spoon?
There better be. I mean,
If
We'll
there isn't
establish one if
yeah,
not.
we'll-
I
Six
want
of
to
us
hear a
will move
lot
up
of
there and
graphic prose
incorporate,
about
yeah.
penises in this one, okay?
yeah, penises.
Oh yeah.
Love me some penises.
Yeah.
Canadian Spoon. Let's do it. I'm in.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah,
And
nice.
Justin will have to be here for the next one.
Oh, of course.
I'm sure that Jeff is going to be his story is going to wrap up there too.
You're talking to yourself in the
Everyone
third
is gonna
person
be-
again.
Not that,
Yeah.
not this
Oh.
Jeff. The Jeff.
Jeff
that
will
Justin
be
is.
here.
I'll be wrapping up my own narrative.
You guys, great job on this one. We even got an action scene.
Yeah.
We even got an
Canadian
action
Spoon's going to be all running. It's just going to be running.
Yup.
The
With
spoon-
jazz hands.
It'll be a really dark
Logging drama.
Twin Peaks version. It'll be really dark and
Yeah.
depressing.
and the spoon is going to be like a
Yeah.
relay.
Jeff, we've been wanting to do another noir detective. Although Malevolent is a great example of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Detective Scoop versus Arthur.
Oh,
Yes, who would win in a fight? I think
definitely
Arthur
Detective
would.
Scoop. No, Arthur
I don't know.
Scoop.
Well, Arthur can't see, but
Can't do shit. That guy's stuck.
Scoop is a culinary detective.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. Hey, drink this. It'll do you good. Oh, really?
Yep. So we got a lot of spin-offs planned off of these series. You guys, thank you so much for coming.
thank
on here
you.
and
Thank you guys again.
sharing your talents, your writing talents with us. We have one more episode of American Fork a month from now, and then the epic will conclude. So thank you guys.
Worry not, Canadian
spin-off.
Spoon is coming up.
Yeah.
Canadian
Right.
Spoon is coming.
You're not
Listen,
worried.
we've
One thing's
MCU'd this
always
shit.
been
We got standalone biopic.
Right.
Detective Spoon is a baby. We
Yeah.
got
We're gonna
got-
all of the books that Detective Scoop has mentioned writing in the show. We're just gonna.
We
write
got-
those.
we got the Amanda Chronicles, the Gen Z. She goes around on our YouTube show. It's great. And then they all and then we got a Guardians of the Galaxy version,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
which is Space
Yeah.
Knife. And it just it goes with
Knife.
the whole thing.
Indeed. All right, guys. On to the next segment. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
And now.